Welcome to Phillip Futures Market Watch. My name is Sheng from Phillip Futures. For today's Market Watch, we will be looking at the performance and outlook of US dollar. On October 2014, the US Federal Reserve ended its quantitative easing program designed to support the fragile US economy. With an improving US economic outlook, the US Federal Reserve is now preparing to raise interest rates on improving labor market, concerns of possible financial instability, and diminishing headwinds. A rate hike would signal confidence in the US economy and will also cause the US dollar to appreciate. It has resulted in the US dollar appreciating strongly for the past 1 year in anticipation of an interest rate hike. The US labor market has been steadily improving since the 2008 financial crisis, with the US unemployment rate declining to 5.3% in June 2015, down from the record high of 10% in October 2009. The achieving of maximum level of employment is one of the Federal Reserve main objectives, and the returning of the unemployment rate back to normal level is a strong sign of the US economy strength. With the US economy unemployment rate back to normal levels, it is prompting the US Federal Reserve to raise rates from its prolonged period of extraordinary low level of interest rates. The US dollar index, which is an index of the value of the United States dollar relative to a basket of foreign currencies including the euro, yen, pound, Canadian dollar, Swedish krona, and Swiss franc, has rose about 8% since the start of this year. The US dollar began to appreciate since the second half of last year on the tapering and ending of the quantitative easing program, and continues to appreciate throughout this year in anticipation of interest rate hikes. With an improving US economy, US Federal Reserve would likely go ahead to raise interest rate for the first time since 2006. It is speculated that the US Federal Reserve will raise interest rate later this year or early next year. After the initial rate hike, the US Federal Reserve will likely embark on a path for more modest rate hikes in the future if the economy continues to strengthen. As such, the US dollar is expected to appreciate on a sustained basis against the backdrop of more interest rate hikes. We have come to the end of this week's edition of Market Watch. Please subscribe to us at PhillipCapital YouTube channel and Facebook. Thank you, and stay tuned for more Market Watch videos.